Episode 4, Phase 5 begins.
After nearly 5 months since the last episode, both the TV show and the entire story have undergone a full reboot. Now, everything that led up to this point finally clicks into place. You'll understand exactly why events unfolded the way they did. This marks the long-awaited continuation of Phase 5 and sets the foundation for the future of the Mortal Nexus saga. You have 3 options moving forward. Option 1. Skip the next 23 minutes and 30 seconds, which contain the Phase 1 to for recap and an extended reintroduction of myself. Option 2. Skip ahead for minutes and 45 seconds to jump straight into the Project 2025 launch, which picks up directly where episode 2 left off, perfect for catching up to Phase 5 quickly. Option 3. Skip ahead 15 minutes and 56 seconds for a full 2025 recap so far. A timeline breakdown from 2022 to 2026, a concise Phase 1 to 4 summary, the official launch, a clear explanation of why everything is the way it is now, and the outro that leads directly into the opening of this new Phase 5 episode. Hello, and welcome to 2025. Yes, we're a bit late, but you'll soon understand why, and how everything leading up to Phase 5 brought us here.
2024, the final recap. Still deleting and merging projects. The PC went out in 2024 before we finished Project KSORN as of 2/8/25. I am currently finishing these late projects, then I'll post the Project 2025 upload. At that point the new content and plans should start rolling out. But basically, if you watched Operation Product, then all of this makes sense, and if not, simply put, I'm merging, deleting and remaking every video ever uploaded, and I am also still recovering deleted videos from the 4.2 mil YouTube that was terminated. Everything you see here is what 2025 was supposed to look like, but it's still being worked on, and so when it is done, Project 2025 will showcase it. The Mortal Nexus thanks you all for being a part of the community. Besides, this is way better than deleting social media again, right? JK, but whatever you see in the link tree is what is being used in the event anything gets terminated again. Only Instagram or YouTube will be used. If both get terminated, then that is the death of social media platforms for me. I am not starting over, and I am not deleting any platforms after 2/8/25 today.
As of January 7th, 2025, there were 42 videos left to merge. Once completed, all 100+ edits would have been finalized. That milestone was reached, but due to technical setbacks, I wasn't able to merge everything the way I originally planned. At this point, nearly every project is done, except for Season 2 of the Overwatch series, finalizing edit merges, game movie merges, Season 3, the current main project, and the TV show Reboot, which depends on this project's completion. The Crush Them All merge is nearly finished, and the Old Edits Remastered collection is halfway done as of July 5th, 2025. This video will break down how 2025 was supposed to unfold, what derailed it, and how we got to where we are now. As of June 22nd, 2025, the Season 1 Overwatch movie was scheduled for completion, and it was completed. The next milestone was the Season 2 intro, which, as of July 5th, still requires a few missing pieces before I can upload it. Originally, the plan was to finish all of Season 2, but I barely managed to wrap up Season 1, something I said might happen, even if it contradicted earlier posts.
While the Jacoby Chronicles covered Overwatch through its first 2 seasons, that doesn't mean there won't be more Overwatch streams. It simply marks the end of the project version of Overwatch within the Jacoby Chronicles. Future streams and edits will continue, just independently from that storyline.
Back on June 22nd, the next step was to complete the Season 2 movie, which would have led into showcasing side projects like Major's Death Chronicles, the OW2 Versus, Marvel Rivals Trending BS, Unwatch, the podcast, and newly added as of July 5th side projects Stadium and 6v6 should we decide to pursue them.
As of June 22nd, 2025, there were 39 total projects planned, and only 4 remained unfinished. You've seen why. That said, unfinished doesn't mean canceled. They simply have no set deadline as of July 5th.
This video will reveal what was originally planned, what changed, and what's still to come. When these projects drop, they drop. Until then, stay tuned. Just because they're delayed doesn't mean they're gone.
Let there be fire! Ouch, 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 ouch. Hey! Ah. Woo, woo, woo. waka, waka, waka. Hamina. Bing boing bing ding boing ding bing boing bing boing bing ding boing bing ding boing bing boing bing boing bing boing bing boing bing If only the guys could see me now! This is either really good or really bad.
After all the delays and build-up, Project 2025 is finally here.
Recap. This is exactly why the projects originally had a deadline until I finally said fuck it on July 4th, 2025. I've been prepping to separate channels. One for content that can't be monetized due to claims or restrictions. The main monetized channel, which the entire deadline was originally built around. Season 1 of the Jacoby Chronicles officially wrapped production on December 13th, 2024. The only remaining tasks were editing all the episodes and merging them into the final movie complete with timestamps. That full movie was successfully completed on June 30th, 2025. A poll decided the fate of the 24 videos.
Based on June 22, 2025, this was the new deadline.
The new deadline, as of July 4th, 2025. Basically, after this video, whatever is not already uploaded, you can expect it at another point in time. You get it. When you get it, have a problem, do it yourself, fuck nut. I am one person and have a life outside of this comedic bullshit. Love ya though. 2025 Project Showcases. Everything you're about to see is a direct result of Project Crodoc's completion and serves as a launch point for the planned projects from 2025 onward.
Day is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
The YouTube Showcase, July 5th, 2025. Here we are long after Project Crodoc was completed. Since then, we've been refining formats and prepping for the official 2025 launch. We're finally ready to, as you'll see, there are still several unfinished but planned projects. However, what you're about to view reflects the organized versions, updated formats, and upcoming content direction. For example, every game I've beaten on stream will now be showcased individually, represented simply by the game's image and title. This replaces the bloated 5,000 game list format, saving space and making things easier to follow. While the list is organized to Z, you'll notice some titles appear out of order. These are being recovered from my original channel, which had over 4.2 million subscribers and 5.3 thousand videos, most of them documenting full playthroughs. You'll also find an update post detailing what I'm working on right now as I finalize preparations for the Project 2025 launch. Each playlist has been rebuilt to match how it should have looked from the beginning, but now serves as part of the 2025 rollout. For example, the Mortal Nexis music catalog now features a fully formatted playlist, complete with timestamps, descriptions, and link integration. Additional notes, as previously mentioned, some projects were pre-planned to be merged and uploaded by now, but, as always, life happens. A good example is the Crush Them All project, which faced unexpected delays. Then there are projects like Unawatch not officially cancelled or even fully planned, but with a potential spin-off series in mind. In the event we decide to move forward, the foundation is already in place and ready to go. You'll also notice playlists such as music for Discord, highlights for edits, and others. These aren't part of the regular content drops, they're primarily for personal use. However, since they're not set to private, they may appear mixed in with the public content you're seeing. One final example is the playlist titled Content Deletion. I created this to help prevent accidental deletions like the one that occurred yesterday by isolating uploads used strictly for editorial or temporary purposes. This makes it easier to manage and remove the correct files without affecting finalized content. And finally, there's a dedicated folder for monetized edits. This serves two purposes. Point 1, for your personal use. Feel free to share or repurpose the content, as long as proper credit is given. 2, for my monetization-focused channel, which I mentioned earlier in the video. The Instagram Showcase. This account has been fully prepped for post-Project 2025 launch. It will feature monetized edits and officially switch to subscriber-only mode starting August 1, 2025. Unfortunately, Instagram deleted all achievement records. I'm not sure why so much of my original work appears lost. That's part of why the account is already prepped and streamlined moving forward. Although I haven't posted any new content in the past 3 months, engagement has remained strong. That said, inconsistent uploads may lead to a drop in followers, especially those who followed specifically for the main content, rather than the casual story posts and memes. The Discord Showcase. Welcome to the final and fully revamped official Discord server, rebuilt the way it was always meant to be. Unlike the earlier versions, this one features full descriptions, proper category icons, and a clean, structured layout. This server acts as a central hub, combining the best aspects of Instagram, YouTube, and Linktree, while also serving as the core of our community operations. Since it was just launched after this video, the member count is lower than the original servers, but that's changing now. We're going online right after this video, so feel free to join in and explore. I'll showcase a few key areas, but for the full experience, you'll need to join and check it out yourself. Here's what makes this an all-in-one server. Information Hub. Everything you need to know to get started. Onboarding steps for new members. A suggestion box where you can help improve the server with your feedback. Text and voice channel hubs. General chat and voice channels for anything not tied to specific categories. Note: an auto-kick is run monthly. Make sure to react to the staping to remain in the server. The Mortal Nexis TMN. A dedicated area for all things TM unrelated. Functions like a Discord version of Linktree, so you can access TMN content easily without cluttering every other channel. Includes the TMN shop with more offerings and services than the original Linktree. Donations and giveaways. Participate in or host giveaways. Open to anyone who wants to contribute. This is your server too. Job board. A place for remote, freelance, or digital work opportunities. Don't see your job listed? Suggest it, and we'll create a category for it. Subscriber-only access. Exclusive channels for subscribers from any platform. Category-specific sections. Here's what's available for focused discussions. Book-related, recommendations, author promos, and discussions. Gaming accounts, find groups, trade info, or connect over shared games. Movies and TV, recommendations plus links to free and paid platforms, for example, Netflix. Music discussions, like the book section, but for artists, tracks, and playlists. Social media, share posts, promote your pages, network. Steam and modding, for Steam users, cheat engine players, and related topics. Gamers section, channels for Discord games, console games, and mobile games. Includes chat, guides, party ups, and more. This server was made for you, the community. Whether you're here for content, collaboration, promotion, or just to hang out, everything's ready and built to evolve. Join now, explore the categories, and help shape the future of Project 2025 and beyond. The Book Showcase. What began as a simple Google Docs idea, a way to explore and reflect on different sides of myself, eventually evolved into a full-blown writing journey. That experiment turned into a Wattpad series. And now, I'm officially an author with books available in stores and digital platforms. Interestingly, I originally wrote what is now considered Book 2 first, while the current Book 1 was more like Book 5 in the original timeline. The whole sequence was out of order, but over time, the stories started to connect, naturally weaving into one another. That's when I thought, why not merge them into a more cohesive narrative? The result became the Sacred Timeline, a single, unified saga that now includes books 1 through 16 in chronological flow, or as close to it as possible. Books 17 and onward are standalone stories, unrelated to the events of books 1 to 16 aside from the fact that the author character myself appears. It's similar to how books 6, 7, and 13 were originally disconnected until they were merged into book 15, which is what ultimately sparked the creation of the Sacred Timeline. Book 16 was originally an attempt to reboot the Saku storyline, but since that direction didn't fully land, it was absorbed into book 15, officially making books 1 to 16 a complete arc under the Sacred Timeline banner. This full merge is currently in progress, with the official release plan for later this year or next, both in bookstores and digital storefronts. The Mortal Nexus Music Showcase, while there haven't been any major updates yet, albums 16 and beyond are still in development. Alongside that, a full remastered collection of the entire discography is planned, revisiting and enhancing every track with the experience and skills I've gained since first starting the project back in 2014. The Mortal Nexus Linktree Showcase. The Linktree serves as your one-click gateway to everything Mortal Nexus, bringing together platforms, content, and services in a clean, accessible format so you don't have to search or collect individual links. Under links, all major social media platforms I actively use. A business contact form for inquiries and collaborations, shop subscription access. Side platforms that don't have standard icons, such as Actor, Amazon, PlayStation, Reddit currently under maintenance, and more. Spotify A featuring my full like songs playlist for fellow music lovers. Wattpad, where the original stories first launched. Direct access to TV show and movie project links. Under Shop, 6 featured products, including my published books, a free movie included in the movies category. A paid promo option for those looking to collaborate or advertise. As mentioned earlier in the video, the full Mortal Nexus shop experience with extended features, services, and exclusives is available directly on Discord. The Linktree isn't just a list, it's a streamlined hub to every major platform and project tied to the Mortal Nexus universe. TikTok Showcase. The newly remade version of my TikTok is now fully prepped just like Instagram for the Project 2025 launch. While it was originally used primarily for live streams, it will now become an integral part of the monetized content lineup, alongside the upcoming YouTube channel too, and Instagram. Expect more structured uploads, monetized edits, and expanded engagement moving forward. 2025 recap so far. 2022 to 2023. The community was created, then rebuilt. In 2022, I brought together every skill I had developed from 2014 to 2022 and officially introduced my online persona, originally known as Vulgrim 209, now redefined as the Mortal Nexus. By the end of that year, I made a pivotal decision. Vulgrim 209 had run its course. I needed a clean break from the past, so I deleted everything that came before the official launch. Then in 2023, still holding that same mindset, I launched the first version of the community project and began rolling out content in this new format. But it didn't align with my creative vision. So once again, I wiped the slate clean and started from scratch. This reset is what ultimately led to the creation of the Mortal Nexus TV show and the full Mortal Nexus project, designed to reintroduce myself and rebuild everything, this time the right way, as of 2023. 2024. The Community Reboot. 2024 marked the official reboot of the entire community. Everything I had created up to this point, including this very video, was part of the 2024 rebuild, laying the foundation for the true launch in 2025. To clarify, while I technically began this journey back in 2022, the 2025 launch was always the intended starting point, the original vision I had when first revealing the Mortal Nexus. But instead of a clean rollout, what you got was a flood of content across different phases, often overlapping, contradicting, or over-explaining itself. In the end, though, it all served a purpose: to reveal the full vision, what was meant to happen from the very beginning. That's why this process took so long to begin, build, and finalize. As this video has highlighted, even that carefully constructed plan didn't go perfectly. Which brings us to my now infamous the 4th of July 25 statement, "Fuck it." And now, here we are. 2025 to 2026, the Mortal Nexus officially goes online. And now the moment you've been waiting 18 minutes for in this video, and some of you since 2022. The Mortal Nexus is officially launching after this next segment. Up next, Phase 5, final segment, the ending. Before we continue, I want to make this absolutely clear. Just as I said earlier in this video, there are no more deadlines. From here on out, you get what you get, and if that's a problem, you're more than welcome to get off your judgmental, lazy opinion-having ass and go do it yourself. The entire point of this journey from day one was to prove that anyone can do this. It's not about chasing algorithms. It's not about mimicking so-called influencers, a label I personally can't stand, but one you'll slap on me anyway. It's about showing that with enough effort and dedication, you can create, launch, and even go viral no matter who you are. And unlike a lot of people throwing opinions around, I've got actual evidence. These videos, this body of work, prove it's not just theory, it's fact. So yeah, you're welcome. I spent 10 years proving a point. But does that mean this is the end?
Hell no, motherfucker. I did this 1/4 for you and 3/4 for me. Because why not? Seeing people lose their minds, complain, rage, and get triggered over the smallest things they don't even have to watch or engage with has honestly been more entertaining than most of what's online.
At the end of the day, it's life, get through it. Or mind your own fucking business, otherwise love y'all. Let's finish this ridiculous, comedic, over-the-top project and finally get the real show on the road. Welcome to Phase 5, the final chapter before the Mortal Nexus officially goes online. But before we hit that launch button, let's take a step back to reintroduce what this entire project has truly been about. Because the Mortal Nexus isn't just a username. It's not just a project, a show, a story, or a content drop. It's a persona, a concept. A living, breathing creative identity built from the ground up through pain, progress, chaos, and comedy. It started with a simple idea. What happens when someone spends 10 years building something just to prove a point that anyone can do this, and now here we are. Phase Recap 1-4, the foundation behind the chaos. Phase 1, the build-up, where it all began. The skills, the years of trial and error, and the quiet development behind the scenes that laid the foundation. Phase 2, the purge, deleting everything from the past. Saying goodbye to Vulgrim 209, burning it down so the Mortal Nexus could rise. Phase 3, the reboot, the creative reset. Starting fresh in 2023 and 2024 with a better vision, tighter formats, and a clear direction. Phase 4, the preparation. Organizing, rebuilding, formatting, and planning for 2025 the way it was supposed to be in 2022. Playlists, projects, platforms, one by one, everything fell into place, even if it wasn't perfect. Phase 5, the official launch. So here we are, no more prep. No more rewrites, no more do-overs. As of right now, the Mortal Nexus is officially live. Not just as a project, but as a fully online, multi-platform creative force. From music and edits to books, games, shows, commentary, satire, and more, this is the digital persona reborn and unleashed. This isn't your average content creator rollout. This isn't about chasing views or trying to trend. This is about proving that vision, creativity, and effort when combined can outlive the algorithm and rewrite the narrative. The persona lives on. The Mortal Nexus isn't going away. Not tomorrow, not next year, not until the mission is complete. There are no more deadlines, no schedules to impress. No algorithms to please, you get what you get. And if that's a problem, build your own world. This one's already taken. This is no longer a setup, it's not a teaser. It's not a test, it's the launch. So to everyone who stuck around through the chaos, thank you. To everyone watching now, welcome. And to everyone who thought this wouldn't happen, too late, we're already online. Welcome to the Mortal Nexus. Now, let's begin. Ending, the end of Project 2025, the beginning of everything else. Project 2025 may be coming to an end. But from this moment forward, you now have so much more to look forward to. This wasn't just a conclusion, it was a launch pad. What comes next will expand everything you've seen, redefined through the Mortal Nexus lens, bigger, bolder, and without limits. And if you want a sneak peek into Phase 5, it's already waiting for you. Check out Season 1, Episode 4 of the Mortal Nexus TV show Reboot, titled Phase 5. That episode will both sum up this video and officially kick off Phase 5 in full force. The project may be complete, but the persona has only just begun. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the Mortal Nexus. Phase 5, the rebirth of the Mortal Nexus. Echoes of the unwritten. The loops collapse. Canon is dead. In Phase 5, all timelines bleed. Sacred, stupid, musical, mythological, they fuse into a singular, glitching continuum. The creator, Vulgrim Horgothian, and the mortal Nexis, they no longer exist in isolation. Now, they're echoes, they recur, they remix themselves, they argue with their creators, they reference events that never happened, and those that did, but weren't uploaded. The mortal Nexis is no longer in the timeline. He is the timeline. The mask slips, creator and creation become one. What is satire when it tells the truth? What is parody when it becomes legacy? Phase 5 deconstructs the distance between creator and creation. Jacob Vulgrim Horgothian, the author and the mortal Nexis now blur sharing voice, music, trauma, absurdity, and myth. He is the creation and the creator. Phase 5 lets the entity return from behind the curtain. Multi-realm convergence. Every platform is a portal. The rebirth is platform agnostic. It's cinematic on YouTube, emotionally sound binding on Spotify, fragmented on Instagram, lore-bound on Discord, experimental and insane in games, and nowhere and everywhere at once, existing all at once and not at all until now. Expect more edits, more cameos. Every upload is now a puzzle piece. Every piece is canon, even the ones you forgot. Rebellion refined a humor with teeth. Phase 5 doesn't just parody culture, it dismantles it. The mortal Nexis is now an anti-franchise, a protest against media monoculture, algorithm addiction, and sanitized art. This is DIY mythology with blood in its teeth and laughter in its lungs. Expect tone shifts, breakdowns, genius, garbage, gold sometimes in the same episode. This isn't about pleasing the feed. This is about feeding the unpleased. New projects, same chaos. The Nexis does not evolve. The Nexis mutates. Phase 5 will debut new creations. Why Phase 5 matters. Phase 5 isn't about gaining fans. It's about calling the ones who already resonate with the story. It's not about getting bigger. It's about getting truer. This is not a comeback. This is not a reboot. This is not for everyone. This is for those who survived in this worthless world. This is the rebirth of the mortal Nexis. Welcome back. Or forward, or sideways. Phase 5 is coming to shatter history. Whether you're a part of it or not is your free will.
Remember the grind. Yeah, it was for nothing. Instagram removed it.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes, so that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
I shouldn't do it.